Okay, so in the next unit we're going to cover is the skeletal system. And so we're going to talk about bone and the different parts of the bone, as well as the functions of bones and the types of bones and the actual names of the bones and where they're located and so on. So first we want to talk about types of bones. There are different ways we can classify bones, and one is by shape. So we have long bones. Long bones are longer than they are wide. So the femur, in the example here, would be an example of a long bone. Short bones are about as wide as they are long. The wrist bones and the ankle bones would be examples of short bones. Flat bones are flat and usually curved. Things like your ribs, the bones of the cranium would be examples of flat bones. Irregular bones have no regular shape. Things like the vertebrae would be examples of that. And lastly, we have sesamoid or round bones that develop inside of a tendon. Things like your patella would be an example of a sesamoid bone. The skeleton has several jobs or several things that it does for us. One of the things it does is it provides structural support for the body and attachment points for soft tissues and organs. It's the framework for the body. But it works for storage. It stores minerals like calciums and lipids in yellow bone marrow. Red bone marrow is where your red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets are produced. Obviously, it serves as a protective covering for the body. It protects it from injury, like the cranium protects the brain, the rib cage protects the heart and lungs, and so on. The pelvic bones protect the bladder and reproductive structures, and so on. It works for movement. It acts as a lever system, and it works with the muscles to cause movement. When muscles pull on bones, they move the bones around the joints of the body.